Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're a creative person who just loves making art and teaching it, then you are in exactly the right place. Today we're going to dive deep into a career path that might just be the perfect mix of your passions, becoming an art professor in higher education. So let's just get right to it and ask the big question. Is this role, with its amazing blend of mentorship, creative freedom, and, real intellectual challenge, is it really the ultimate career for a teaching artist? We're going to explore what this path is truly all about, way beyond the lecture halls and the tweed jackets. Okay, so first things first, we need to talk about why teaching art at a university is a completely different world from a K-12 classroom. It's like a whole new canvas for your career. Look at this comparison. On one side, you've got K-12 teaching. It's all about foundational skills, and let's be honest, it often comes with a ton of administrative duties. But then you look at higher education and the whole game changes. The focus shifts to advanced instruction, you're mentoring grad students, and there's this huge emphasis on your own studio practice and exhibitions. It's a massive leap from a structured curriculum to genuine intellectual and creative freedom. So why would you even make that leap? Well, the appeal goes way, way beyond the salary. Let's get into the really unique and compelling benefits that make this career so incredibly desirable for artists.
Honestly, the biggest benefit really comes down to one simple word: freedom. I mean, just imagine having the power to shape an advanced art curriculum yourself, or curate exhibitions right there on campus. And get this, you get access to university studio space for your own work. You're not just a teacher, you're an active, practicing artist with real institutional support for your personal projects, for sabbaticals, for cool collaborations. It's a role that actually feeds your creative soul, which, probably explains the super high rates of job satisfaction.
And that support, it is not just some abstract idea. Check this out. A lot of universities offer research and material stipends that can be as high as $10,000 a year. A year! Just think about what you could create with that kind of financial backing for your art. Okay, so the why is pretty clear, right? It's compelling. But now for the how. What credentials do you actually need to build to even qualify for one of these amazing roles? The roadmap to becoming a professor usually has 3 key steps. First, you've got to earn that terminal degree. That's typically an MFA for studio art or a PhD for art history. Second, you absolutely have to be an active, practicing artist with a solid exhibition record. You should be aiming for something like 10 to 20 shows on your CV. And third, getting teaching experience is just crucial, often through things like graduate assistantships or adjunct roles. So with all that in mind, what does the job market actually look like? Is this even a realistic goal? Let's ground this dream in some real-world data. Well, the outlook is actually really promising. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the projected job growth for post-secondary teachers is 7%. That is more than double the average for all other jobs. And this growth is happening because of retirements and new creative programs popping up, so the opportunities, yeah, they are definitely out there. And where exactly are these jobs? Here's a quick look at what some of the top schools are looking for right now. RISD, for example, wants a strong studio focus. UT Austin is all about emerging media. And Temple's Tyler School is hiring for design and illustration. You can see how you can start to target your search to just the right places. All right, let's talk about the money, because it matters. The financial potential here is pretty significant. Assistant professors are often starting in the $70,000 to $90,000 range. The average salary floats around $110,000. And if you make it to the top, as a full professor at a premier institution, you could be making over $150,000 a year. Not bad at all. Okay, so you've got the qualifications, you know the job market is growing, and the pay is attractive. But there's one really important question left. Where do you actually go to find these jobs? So where are all these amazing tenure-track positions hiding? Because let's face it, these hidden gems of the academic art world aren't just posted on the usual giant generic job boards. The answer, believe it or not, is simpler than you might think. For these specific high-level roles, the absolute premier platform is academicjobs.com. So what makes it so good for this kind of search? Well, it's literally designed to curate those hard-to-find, premium, tenure-track roles. You can use their smart filters to narrow your search by your exact specialization, and you'll find totally unbiased listings for jobs in the US and all over the world. It really covers the whole spectrum, from adjunct positions all the way up to endowed professorships. So let's kind of bring this all together. Becoming an art professor isn't about leaving your studio behind. No way. It's about expanding its walls, expanding them to include the minds of the next generation of artists. When you think about it, your next great exhibition might not be in a gallery at all.
So here's a final thought I want to leave you with. Your next great work of art, it could be a sculpture, a painting, or it could be the inspiration you spark in your students. That is a pretty profound way to think about your impact as an artist, right? The only real question left is, are you ready to begin?